The first piece is called Death and War. On the last car of a late-night N train, I asked Death how it managed to move so quickly during wars. I'm not sure why Death answered, but ever since Hiroshima, my skates glide faster over the cool earth. I asked whether it was possible to tell the difference between a civilian and a young draftee. No difference. I said, from my own perspective, there was at least something different about a playful child struck by a stray cluster bomb. Death glared between my eyes. I debated with Death about the merits of a bullet, a car crash, a baseball bat. It confessed the first case of pediatric AIDS had almost bounced back and shocked Death to death. Approaching the last stop, I asked whether it ever thought, despite a difficult economy, to look for an easier job. Death laughed and pointed to the front page of today's New York Times. Watch your step, Katz, but don't make it obvious. Can we have some peace and quiet, please? The belligerent voices are yelling in the streets and on the radios, calling for the big bombs of peace to fall. The smart bombs, the bombs that have passed their college entrance exams. It's Orwellian, the way everyone claims Orwell for their side. These days, everyone is fighting on behalf of Orwell and God. Years ago, Don Rumsfeld and Saddam Hussein met in the corner and exchanged secret diplomatic handshakes. It is only after peaceful gestures like these that the missiles can fly. In the meantime, the time between the world mean as is and the world we mean to become, the endless rains are Yehuda Ambakai's tears, watching men still violently beating their swords into plowshares and back into rifles and remote control fighter planes. On the corner of Spring and Broadway, a taxi cab driver threw a baby lamb out the passenger side window. Everyone in a 2-block radius ran away screaming. In New York City, the yelling is so loud, and the quiet, so quiet, that everyone I know just below the surface is scared out their wits, knowing the violence these days that can follow an apparent peace. They are calling senators with empathetic American voices, urging earthly generosity and kindness, which mainstream media and our elected leaders interpret as a vote for preemptive strikes. The next century's gods have not yet been born, and the last centuries are no longer able to show a child the simple magic trick of pulling its fingers away from a newly lit flame.